Hello and welcome to 15-Minute Gamer. This is my review for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on the PlayStation 4. So it's that time of year they give us another Call of Duty game. I've been a big Call of Duty fan for a very long time. I played them all on the PC. So, you know, Call of Duty 1, I was there. Call of Duty 2, etc, etc, etc. My favourite, I think, was Call of Duty 4. I was thinking about it last night. I had that in Modern Warfare 2. The last one, the World War II one, was terrible. I hated it. It really just made me go, I don't think I'm going to play Call of Duty again. I've not participated in multiplayer for a very long time on Call of Duty. I do like the single player campaigns. Shoot me now, I know. But I quite like them. They've always been a lot of fun. But the last one was the first 2/3 of it. Oh, the first 2/3? Or would that just be 2/3? Anyway, 2/3 of it were rubbish. The final third was actually alright. I quite enjoyed the final third. But yeah, it wasn't enough to save the game. The multiplayer was like loot crates and really exploitative. And this boots on the ground rubbish that just didn't work for me. I just don't think it was boots on the ground. That's all they had. It just was not a very good game, I personally didn't think. And I wasn't going to pick this one up. As soon as I heard that it wasn't going to have a single player campaign and they were just focusing on the rest of it, I was kind of like, not sure how that's going to work. But I've got Boomerang Rentals, which you know I love. I do get a lot of games from them. And I got it with my package. And I've been playing it for the week. And this is my review and what I think of it. Going to cover some multiplayer, then the zombies, and then the main thing what we've been going for, which is the Battle Royale Blackout mode. So, what you're watching now is kind of like, I'm not going to say it's a single player, it's kind of training for multiplayer, like it just shows you what the specialists are like and stuff like that. The cutscenes look awesome. Like when you watch this, I'm like, oh my god, how amazing of a thing, like, single player game could you have made with this? So, it's I think about 2 hours long. I played the first part of it and just kind of went, I'm a bit bored and just jumped into multiplayer. So, just to say, there is this. Anyway, let's get on to the multiplayer. These video clips, there's not many of them because multiplayer is multiplayer. You'll see me die a lot. Anyway. Multiplayer, oh yeah, this is the first one we're going to look at. It's probably my least favourite part of the game, I want to say. I don't know if I'm just getting old or what, but it's just the maps are quite small now. Like, you're spawning on top of people. Like, the amount of times I've spawned and been instantly killed is unreal. Like, that was never a thing. The maps are really small. I find them quite confined. They're well designed, I'll give them that, and there's some really good choke points, and you know, I play a lot of domination, and I love that mode, and I still do. They've brought back proper health as well, so you do have to manage your health, so you have about 150, and you got to give yourself health packs and stuff like that. You also have specialists, you know, kind of like, say, Rainbow Six, and, you know, one might have a shield, one specialist might have radiation, one specialist might be able to fire something extra, one specialist might be able to have a droney thing, and that's what multiplayer is. The maps they've brought back a lot from previous Black Ops. I've never been a Black Ops fan, so I'm not sure which ones are new or old. As you see, I've just left loads of clips of me dying in here. I don't really care. I'm rubbish at it. Yeah, so they've brought back some of the maps. There's not much new here. There's none of this like jetpacking and flying around or anything like that rubbish on here, which is good. Plenty of weapons, and going for it. The gunplay is still really good. You know, like, it feels really tight. It's exciting. Domination can lead to some intense firefights. And it's designed to do that. You know, you're designed to be funneled into places. And with the specialists, it does give, like, extra things happening and going on. And little traps that get laid down. And you've really got to work quite hard on it. And, you know, at the end of the round, like Overwatch, it goes, and the best kill went to. And it'll show you, like, the best kills of the best play of the match, and, you know, the grind is there still, so, you know, you have to start off with nothing. Then you'll kind of grind up to get better weapons, better optics, better this, better that. That hasn't changed. So if you like Call of Duty multiplayer, you're gonna kind of like it, because the core concept of it hasn't changed, I guess. But for me, I don't know, in this package, I felt like it was probably the weakest part of the game. It hasn't went forward enough for me. I was expecting a little bit more. But all the classic modes are there: Team Deathmatch, objectives. There's one called Heist. There's a new one called Control. That sort of thing. So yeah. I mean, there's not much. Multiplayer just hasn't changed enough to really warrant talking about it too much. But that is multiplayer in a nutshell for you. And now the second part of this package, which is zombies. Zombies has had a good overhaul, actually. One of the biggest things is the ability to change the game up. So you can look at the rules. So you can change how much health the zombies have, what weapons you might be getting, headshots only, for example. And they've put a lot of thought into that, and I like that. I like to be able to control the game and play it how I want to play it, rather than being forced into starting at round 1. I can now start at round 2, round 3, round 4, round 7. I think that'd be pretty bad. You'd probably die instantly. But they've never done that before, and I like that. I think that it's called mutations, by the way. But I like that. There's a lot of different options to change, and I think this is what zombies been lacking in my eyes. Why hasn't that been before? The other thing that zombies been lacking, which you can do now, is there's bots. So you can play up to 3 bots on the game. And the bots are actually really competent. They will cover you. They will fire past you. Like, if you're covering one end, they'll go to the other generally. Their shooting ability is quite good. I got around 20, 25 on one of the maps. I was getting a bit bored at that point, to be fair. But and that's never happened before, because my friends... Well, none of my friends have Call of Duty, so because they're usually just playing FIFA or something. So usually I just don't get to play it. When I'm on zombies, you're by yourself and you don't really get very far, or it gets a bit boring. But you've got the ability to add the bots on there. And I said they're pretty good, and you get 3 maps with it. So you get one that's set on board like the Titanic. You get one on that's like ancient Rome type thing. And then you get one that's set in Alcatraz as well. So, and adding bots is easy as that. You just click on them and add them in. It's as simple as that. Also, what's been added to the game is a tutorial as well to help you understand what zombies is like and how to play and the key features and that sort of thing. So this is just a little bit of that zombie gameplay from the tutorial, which is, as you can see, kind of just, puts a few zombies in and kind of tells you to shoot them and then kind of go through the next bit and so forth. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the other maps while I keep talking about it.
That's one of your specialties, right?
So the first map I kind of tried out was Ancient Rome. So it starts off in like a gladiatorial arena type thing. I think it's Rome. Each one starts with a nice little cutscene. Again, the graphics look amazing. Inside the game, the graphics, again, look great inside zombie mode. The zombies are well designed. But if it's been a while since you played zombies, it's not like you remember it. It's not a little room with you protecting, then a few outreaches, and you might be able to go a little bit there, a little bit there. These are almost full levels now. Like this level was quite big. The Titanic one, which I'll show you in a minute, is huge. And it's changed a lot. It almost feels like Left 4 Dead. Like there's like bigger bossy zombies occasionally, and a lot of time I thought, I'm playing Left 4 Dead here, not Call of Duty Zombies anymore, because the fun of it was like the little natty zombies and you had the little rooms to protect, but the rooms have kind of gone almost, and they're just big staging areas now. I'm just getting bored. The bots do revive you well, which is good, and there's like things around, there's Zeus things and Odin things. I didn't understand that. I was like, I have no idea what you're going on about. The magic boxes are still there, so you'll be able to find the magic boxes. There's traps, so like you can start a trap which is like electricity or like nails coming out the floor or whatever. They're all there, and they cost points. Basically, you get points per kill. And barricades aren't even really a thing anymore. Like there's a few, but the maps are so big and you're moving so quickly through them. The barricades almost mean nothing. They're just pointless. Sometimes when you get zombies, you might get a power up like that bomb. And that'll kill all the zombies in the level, or fix all the windows, or 2 points, or insta kill, or whatever. The basic premise hasn't changed too much. I've noticed some of the sound effects sound a bit more beefy. Got some new guns in there by the looks of it. The guns, again, on the wall or in the case. And the maps on themselves are pretty well designed. Just for me, just way too big. There's way too much to do and see. You end up just going round in circles to some place. And, some sort of like... Yeah, I didn't get all the Zeus and things. Then you got like 4 power-up-y things on the D-pad, so one might be, you know, you get extra points for headshots or kind of whatever. But the zombies change, you know, like in the gladiatorial one, they kind of like look like Roman soldiers. In the Titanic ones, they look like people from like the Titanic. In here, Alcatraz, they're like prison wardens, and you know, it's got like the talk through it again, very much like Left 4 Dead, like they have conversations as you're playing. So zombies, it's a bit of a hard one. It's a lot better than what it's. No, I like the bots. I like the mutators. Mutation? I don't know, whatever they're called. The rule changes. But for me, the levels have just got too big now, and it's lost that zombie appeal that it had, and it went too Left 4 Dead in my eyes, but not too far Left 4 Dead that it went good. It's still erred on the side of not quite Left 4 Dead, and still Call of Duty, but it just looks, it does look incredible. But if you're expecting a small, narrow experience, boarding the windows up and guns and stuff like that, you're not going to get that here. These maps are pretty goddamn large, to be fair.
You will not have my blood.
And finally, just while we watch me getting revived yet again, that happens a lot in this game. I always get down. Is Blackout mode. So Blackout is the Battle Royale. Because, you know, everything has to be Battle Royale. And this is what... Now, I'm not sure, you see. I don't know if they ditched the single player for this. I'm not entirely sure. Or they were developing this a long time ago and decided to get rid of the single player. I'm not sure which way it came. Chicken or egg. But for those that don't know, Battle Royale, basically, you versus a bunch of people in a map. Last one standing wins. You'll know Fortnite and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. If you've ever heard of them. If you haven't heard of Battle Royale, I'm not really sure where you've been. I have done a separate video on this, which is about 20 minutes long, and I play a bit of Battle Royale and talk about it and show you how it works and stuff like that. So if you want to watch that, check that video out. So yes, this is the mode that they've been pushing. You know, a lot of people have been excited for it, and to be fair, I think it's the best mode on the game. You know, it's better than zombies. It's way better than standard multiplayer. It is really well designed. It's put together. It's got different areas. Like, it's got Nuketown from one of the older games. It's got an asylum with zombies in. It's got, you know, it's got a power plant. It's got hydro plant. It's got these little villages and little outlying places and helicopters and cars and ATVs. I don't know if there's a boat. I haven't found a boat yet. But there's only a very small river, so maybe not. It is way better than Fortnite. Way better than Fortnite. Is it better than PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, where I'd say it's moving more towards? Yes, because it's more stable. It's not as buggy, and the servers are just better. It's also not as big. I find, you know, on PlayerUnknown's Battleground, I'm just walking around for half an hour, then get shot in the back. And most of the games are over pretty quick. Like, some games I've been there 2 minutes, sometimes 1 minute, sometimes 10 minutes, but never too long. It never feels like I'm in there for ages. But the only other problem with Battle Royale, all I ever do is collect. I'm going around collecting stuff for other people to kill me and then get it. I'm just like a collector. That's all I do in these games. I collect, then get killed. They steal me stuff. They go, thanks for collecting that, and then that's it. I haven't had a chance to win one of these yet. You get to play solos, duos, or quads. So it's either by yourself, in a group, and you can, or with 4 people. You can play by yourself. So, you know, you can sit and play just on singles like I was here, or duos, you know, and you can bring people in. It'll just match make you with someone. If you've got voice chat on, you can talk to them. If you haven't, I think you can hear them. I did keep my microphone on for some of these. So yeah, you can listen in if you want to, or whatever. And yeah, you know, it's just the graphics are really good. It's enjoyable. It's fun. It's well put together, and I've not really seen too many bugs in it yet. So, you know, for a Battle Royale experience, I would say this is the best one to go to. It's the best. And of this package is also very good. The only problem is this game is $60. You don't get any single player, you get multiplayer, zombies, and this Blackout mode. Bearing in mind, in all the previous games, you got a single player campaign of 78 hours, you got multiplayer, and you got zombies. So now they've ditched the single player really for this. And they have made the Battle Royale easier to attach things. You know, they've really went to town on how good this Battle Royale mode is, and they've really got it. Is it worth $60? Fortnite's free. It's not as good, but it's free. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is about £20. It's a third of the price. Yes, you could argue you don't get multiplayer in zombies. So could you argue maybe it's the same price? I'm unsure. For a full $60 package, for something where I'm probably only going to end up playing Battle Royale, it's starting to sit not right, as in, I don't know if I could justify just that. Like, I don't know if I'll drop. I'm renting it at the moment, so 40, 50, I don't know why I'll say dollars. $60, I think it's because I watch a lot of American YouTubers, but like 40, 45, 50 pounds to play Battle Royale. I'm not too sure about that, and I can't see there being new maps and stuff on here. I think this is pretty much it for Battle Royale. I can maybe see the next Call of Duty maybe just being Battle Royale. It might just be a sort of Battle Royale type mode if it stays popular. But will they expand this? I'm not sure they will. That's not to say it's good. I mean, I really enjoying it, but it's the price tag. If it was £30 for all this, I'd be all over. You recommend it all day long, because for £30, probably totally worth it. For £50, I'm not overly sure. So it's a bit of a difficult one to review. For me, multiplayer, hasn't had enough changes. Zombies had a good few amount of changes, but with that comes the longer levels that seem a bit more diluted in what they offer and the way Zombies is always ran. And Battle Royale is better than your two. Well, there's thousands of Battle Royales now, but the two big ones, it's better than any of them. By far, well put together, really not very buggy at all, and still maintains a good feel with really good gunplay, loads of weapons to choose from, etc. But is that worth your money? Only you will know. If you want a really good Battle Royale experience and you really want to jump in, give it a go, it could be worth that risk. If you own Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and you just like about Battle Royale, probably not. So that's all I can sum it up with. It's just too hard to say. For me, I'm just totally on the fence with this one. I don't know. It's all personal. But there you go. That's my review. So I hope I've covered all the key points. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave some comments below, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.